Good afternoon and welcome to Sports Talk right here on the family station, Love 101 FM. My name is Kathya Davis and of course, I'm the host of Sports Talk. Coming up in Sports Talk today, Messi Mania. That's all I'll say. We have lots of football to talk about. We have some NCAA Division 1 Jamaican athletes participating in that competition. We have Cavalier versus Inter Miami. We have the squad was announced by the Jamaica Football Federation, was Coach Steve McLaren. He announced the squad yesterday for the upcoming games, which will be next week against St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Yes, I have to remember that because I keep on saying the other country. Right. We have a fantastic show, or I have a fantastic show lined up for you today. And you do not want to miss it because, listen, I'm not gonna be like, I'm just gonna like cut to the chase and talk about the things that you want to hear me talk about today. So I'm so excited to be with you. Of course, today is March 15, 2025. We are in March. It means if we are in March 15, it means next week, Saturday, on our show, we will be having our champs preview show that will come up on the 22nd because, of course, we know that the Boys and Girls Championships will come up on March 25 to March 29. So we're totally looking forward to that. Yes. So if you'd like to join the conversation, you can do so by sending me a WhatsApp at 997-3125. Send me a message on WhatsApp if you are at the National Stadium on Thursday evening to witness one of the greatest in football. Also, you can join us on Facebook and YouTube at Love 101 FM Jamaica. And if you can't do any of those and you do have a smartphone or a Apple device, you can download the app. Download the Love 101 FM app. It's in the App Store and it's in the Google Play Store. So you have no excuse. You can listen to us on the go, in your vehicle, wherever you are in this world. You can also join us, love101.org on the interwebs. Yes. So that's all the places that you can find us. The family station, Love 101 FM. All right. So you know how usually I start my show by talking about sports? Well, football, because this is a sports show. So I start the show by talking about football. But today I decided that I was going to start the show by talking about a topic that I think is unsaid. in this we don't really talk about this in this country, or it is not an area I think we have developed. So it does have to do with sports, but it has to do with sports entertainment. And let me tell you why I'm starting the show like this today. We all would have seen, unless you are under a rock or something, but I'm sure you would have seen what happened at the National Stadium on Thursday. And can I tell you, I had a front row seat to all that happened in terms of patrons, and I had a front row seat to all of it. And let me tell you, when I say Messi Mania was a thing, and for all the naysayers who say, oh, but they should have come out to support Cavalier and I understand that. And I've heard the stories and the ongoing talks to say that, as Jamaicans, they shouldn't have come out to support Messi, and they shouldn't have. I want to say to you, the naysayers out there, before I start in the topic I really want to get into, if it were the biggest star in any form of entertainment, let me do that, because I'm not even talking about sports now. If it were the biggest star in any form of entertainment that are non-Jamaicans and they came to Jamaica for a particular thing, you don't think that persons would have gone out to support? So I don't understand why people have a problem when one of the greatest in world football, arguably the greatest in world football, comes to Jamaica to play, and persons who are not going to go out to see him. Hello? No, man. Sometimes I think that we don't really get to our. Yeah. It's beyond me that you would think that Messi would come to Jamaica and the Messi fans would not go out and support Messi. Don't make no sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. But that's not what I really want to dwell on. I just wanted to address that. So now that I've said that, so we saw the Messi mania effect, yes? I want to talk about, for the next few minutes, about sports entertainment and the viability of sports entertainment in this country. And I don't think we've realized, I don't think we understand the value of sports entertainment. Listen, there were people scaling the walls on Thursday evening. Everybody and anybody, they were there to see this man, Messi. Yeah, man, they were there to see him. And of course, and that is a part of what sports. So, even though, yes, he is one of the greatest of all in this sport, this is also a part of sports entertainment. When you can get one man to carry out 35,000 plus people, because remember, there were people who didn't get a chance to get into the stadium because they were some unruly bunch. But I'm just saying, think about it. Think about if it is that we are able to market sports, track and field. We have some of the biggest stars that exist within track and field in this country. But yet still, we don't market them properly. We don't put the entertainment to it to make sports entertainment a viable option. And I'm saying Messi has shown that one man can fill an entire stadium. And the marketers, I think, plays an impact, but also those who involve. So the different sporting organizations, they play an important role now. They have to understand that it's not just about sports. It's about how you attract people to sports. So when you think about the Boys and Girls Championships and how much the crowd comes out to support a particular school or particular schools and the rivalry that exists, that is a form of sports entertainment. And I'd love to see for us to do more in terms of sports entertainment within this country. There is so much. I mean, the Jamaica Premier League is going on. The Jamaica Women's Premier League is going on. There is just so much that we can do to bring out the crowds to these things. Because the truth is that we have a national stadium that can hold 35,000 people. There are more than 2 million of us in this country. Come on. And if we say that Jamaicans are not interested in sports, boy, Thursday cannot prove to you that that's a lie. If we say that Jamaicans are not interested in football, Thursday cannot prove to you that that's a lie as well. And another thing is that we have to understand our own culture as Jamaicans. We have to also ensure that the quality of play that we're giving or the quality of the product of this entertainment that is being provided is there. So the truth is, as Jamaicans, we are very wagonist. We're not going to come out and support a side that is losing. We are not. So it also means that in terms of the sports organization, they also have to play a part in ensuring that not only the games are promoted and that they're marketed properly and all of that, but that when persons come, that it's good quality product that they're getting in terms of the entertainment value of it. And I'm sure as more corporate Jamaica comes on and all of that, that we can really, really sit down and make sports entertainment a viable product in this country. And there are just so many other things. I mean, there's so many things that I see that could happen at meets that I would say, it would be good to see this or good to see that. For example, the other day at Gibson Relays, and a friend of mine was talking about this. The other day at the Gibson Relays, it would have been good to see the reunion of the Clayton twins, Tina Clayton, Serena Cole, running on the same 4x1 team with like Sharika Jackson. It would have been good. It would have been good to see that type of MVP team versus a racers or elite team or, the other track clubs. I mean, I think in formative years, yes, people were interested in going to indoors, but we normally see these clubs running against each other. And I mean, there's so many athletes who are staying home in terms of in Jamaica. Yes, there are a lot of them who go on the collegiate circuit, but there are a lot of them who stay home. And I think that rivalry can still be something that is built. They have their social media for us to do as much as we can. We get the big entertainers and so to promote the brand, and not just like a one-off thing, but continuously, make them ambassadors, make them, in terms of how we go about to ensure that we kind of rake in the revenue from the sports entertainment. Listen, I mean, and yes, people might say, oh, but it's messy. No, yes, oh, it was messy and it once in a lifetime. And this is a story I'm sure everybody that was on within this the same area and all of that of Lionel Messi on Thursday, that's something that will live with them forever, that they were in the same space as Lionel Messi. They saw him play, they saw him score a goal in actual in real life. Like that's a big thing. But he is not the only sports star that exists. But he is at that level that could have could fill the stadium running over, and people were outside not, people were outside not being able to get in. So, I mean, I think that's something that we should really, 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 really look at in this country. See how best, we talk about Jamaica is sports. I don't think we take sports as serious. And I think I would have said it on the show before. I don't think we take sports as serious as we should. I don't think the investments that we do in sports are serious. I don't think we tell enough sports of the stories of sports and our athletes and all of that. You just see them when they come around this day or that day. I don't think we tell the stories of our athletes either. And that's something that I think is also marketable. And I think, in terms of even with the Netflix series that some of us don't really like, that was created by, around I don't remember the name of the series now. So, right. But I'm just saying that even that series is an attempt by the from a US perspective for them to, try to tell the story. But I don't think anybody around the world or any other nation can compete with Jamaica in terms of telling the stories or telling the stories of our greatest in sports and our top athletes in whatever sport that they're participating. So, that's just that. And we've come up to our first break already in the show. Can you imagine? So we're gonna go for our first break right here on Sports Talk, and when we'll come back, we have lots and lots of more sports to talk about. Yeah, stay with us.
17 is the due date for your income tax returns. Self-employed individuals are required to file their annual returns SO4 and estimating the return SO4A, income tax, education tax, NHT, and NIS due and payable on one return. Companies are required to file the ITO2, which is the annual return, and the estimating the return ITO7. Visit jamaicatax.gov.jm or call 888-TAX-HELP for details. Tax Administration Jamaica, working together to serve you even better.
The Church of God, the Seventh-day 58 Maxfield Avenue, Kingston 13, presents its youth anniversary celebration and Praise Pulse Gospel Concert, Saturday, March 15, 2025, beginning at 9:30 a.m. Listen live on Love 101 FM at 4:30 p.m. as we will be on location to share this celebration with you. That's the Church of God, Seventh-day 58 Maxfield Avenue's youth anniversary celebration and Praise Pulse Gospel Concert, beginning at 9:30 a.m. Our anniversary, our legacy, the future. Join the movement. Listen live at 4:30 p.m. right here on Love 101 FM, the family station.
Get ready for another inspiring time inside Love in the Morning this Monday, March 17. Listen throughout the show for tips on how to become the best version of who you are in the future becoming you. Grab your cup of coffee and we'll start the day right with the Morning Coffee Pick Me Up Devotional at 6 a.m. Then cruise with Love on Your Radio at 7 a.m. inside Drive Time Jammings with great music to lift your day. At 8:30 a.m. inside The Healthy Way, we discuss brain fog. And at 9:30, we bring you something more, brought to you by the Faith Cathedral Deliverance Center. So stick and stay with us. This Pick Me Up Monday inside Love in the Morning, 5 to 10 a.m. on the family station, Love 101. It's another time to move inside Alive. This Make Me Move Monday, March 17, with me, the creative Jesus guy, Darren Mitchell. Get a cerebral workout with the brain testing mental size at 1:45. Get those mental muscles moving. Hungry for divine intervention at 2 o'clock. Break your fast with Prayer Blast at 2:15 p.m. inside Body Talk. There is more than what meets the eye. Join us as we discuss dry eye syndrome. Then at 3 p.m., we bring you Soul Talk, our newest feature and a safe space to share your truth. We want to hear from you. Stick and stay for more fun coming your way as Auntie Dashley wraps things up with the Small People Show. All this and more will come alive inside Alive 1 to 5. March 17th, this Makes Me Move Monday, where all is well. With me, the creative Jesus guy, Darren Mitchell, only on the family station, Love 101.
All right, welcome back to Sports Talk right here on the family station, Love 101 FM. And Juliet Miller from Temple Hall says those people who thought they are Brazil or Cristiano Ronaldo fan, he is not just a football person, but everything was good. I salute the Messi fans. It was one of my sports stars, and I'm wondering if you were there. Kathya, this is from Caroline. We really take our sportsmen and women for granted. Caroline, I absolutely agree. We really do, and it is something that we have to change in terms of culture from the the sports administrators come right down. It is something that we have to start taking seriously if it is that we want to make sports, continue to make sports great. Our athletes get a lot of recognition internationally that they really just don't get locally, and that is just sad. That is just sad. That is just really, really sad. But we continue with sports talk. So, of course, we'll start with, of course, the Cavalier round of 16 CONCACAF game. Cavalier, unfortunately, they lost 2-0 goals, a penalty from Luis Suarez and a goal from Lionel Messi. They would have been 2-0 behind coming when they had faced Inter Miami last week. So, 4-0, that's how they lost. However, I really, really think that Cavalier deserves a lot of credit, one, for getting this far in the competition so that Jamaica could be able to witness Lionel Messi and the other stars. There was Louis. People wanted to see Suarez as well, believe it or not. Yes, wanted to see Suarez, wanted to see Jordi Alba. Of course, the greater masses wanted to see Messi, but he wasn't the only star that, people came to see or what they were happy to see. So we, say Cavalier, well done. They played well in the first leg. They played also well in the second leg. So I'm happy for that. And we're hoping that they will be able to move even further in the competition next year. All right, let's talk now some English Premier League. Of course, we want to talk about the English Premier League and the results from the English Premier League this morning. Everton and West Ham, they played to a 1-1 draw. Nottingham Forest and Ipswich, Forest defeated Ipswich 4-2. Manchester City and Brighton played to a 2-2 draw. Southampton and Wolves, they played. Wolves defeated Southampton 2-1. And it is currently halftime between Bournemouth and Brentford, and the score is 1-1. In terms of the games coming up tomorrow in the Premier League, Arsenal will play Chelsea. That will be a very interesting London battle. And Fulham will play Tottenham. Also, Leicester City plays Manchester United at 2:00. That being said, let's see what's happening in terms of those results and where they will have taken us now in terms of where the league stands. Liverpool, they're on top of the standings at 70 points. Yeah, I think we're all past that now. Right. Second place is Arsenal in 55 points. Nottingham Forest, they're in third with 54. Chelsea fourth with 49. Manchester fifth with 48. And then you have Newcastle, Brighton 6 and 7, 47. Bournemouth, they're on 45. Aston Villa, they're on 45. Fulham, they're on 42. Then down to the in terms of the relegation zone now, Ipswich, they're still in 29th place on 17, same as Leicester on 17 points, and Southampton, they're on 9 points. So it's still a little way to go in terms of if Ipswich or Leicester wants to stay up, and hoping that Wolves would lose some of their games going up, so one of them can stay up. So still could be interesting in terms of the relegation battle. But now I think Liverpool has sealed deliver I'm yours the victory for the 2024-2025 season. But what is the interesting part now is what is happening in terms of who will qualify for the Champions League next, and it's pretty close, because right now there are 8 teams really playing for 3 spots. So it's going to get very, very interesting in the English Premier League, and I'm so looking forward to that. Of course, I'm hoping that my side Chelsea stays up. you have to wish well for your side, You have to wish well for your side. Nobody's gonna wish. I tell people nobody's gonna cheer for your side. You have to wish well for your own side. I joke, but yes. So yeah. Right. So let's talk about now in terms of the results from the Jamaica Premier League last week. And of course, in terms of what is supposed to be coming up in the Jamaica Premier League this week. So I'll tell you some of the results from last week. Right. And then I will give you. Right. All right. Cool. Let's go. Let's do this. So we are now, or we're supposed to be in round number 29. Yeah, round number 29, I believe. So that would be, let me just, right. So we had round number 29 taking place on Sunday. So we're in between round number 29 and round number 30, right? So on Sunday, Phoenix defeated Humber Lion 2-Love, Harborview and Malines played to a 0-0 draw. Portmore and Tivoli played to a 1-1 draw, and Mount Pleasant, they were 3-Love winners over Dumby Holding. On Sunday as well, Waterhouse and Cavalier played to a 1-0 draw. Of course, at Cavalier's side, which I think some of the stars, they got rest from their game last week, and of course with the game coming up, with them having the game to come up in terms of Inter Miami. Montego Bay, they were 1-0 winners over Chapelton Maroons. That happened on Monday, so that was the first of the doubleheader in terms of Monday Night Football. And Arnett and Racing played to a 2-2 draw. And can I tell you, that match so far, I think would have I probably would have seen the goal of the season, or one of the candidates for goal of the season coming from that Racing United striker. I want to tell you his name. I don't remember his name now from the top of my head, but I'm going to tell you his name. Shay Smith. Yes, Shay Smith is from Arnett Gardens. Javon Basco. Immaculate goal from that young man from Racing United. Was a very, 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 very good goal. All right. And then, of course, Tivoli later down in the week, they defeated Malines 3-0. And on Wednesday, Portmore played Mount Pleasant. They were 1-0 winners over Mount Pleasant. Then yesterday, Harborview, they won 3-0 over Chapelton Maroons. Racing, they were 3-0 winners over Waterhouse. Montego Bay ended the match with 10 men, but they were able to carve out a 2-1 victory over Vere United, while Arnett Gardens defeated Dumby Holding, who ended the match with 10 men for 1. All right, so that's what's happening in terms of the Jamaica Premier League. And of course, there are some games coming up tomorrow. Malines United would face Chapelton Maroons. Tivoli Gardens will play Waterhouse. Portmore United will play Vere. Humber Lion will play Harborview. So let's see where the standings are now. Mount Pleasant, they're still on top on 68 points. 6 points ahead of Arnett Gardens in second on 62. Montego Bay, they're in third on 59. Portmore, they're in fourth on 45. Cavalier, they're in fifth on 45, and Racing, they're in sixth on 41. Still some games left to go. Of course, it's the top 6 that will qualify for the playoffs. And of course, at the bottom currently, Humber Lion, they're on 21. Vere, they're in 14th place. Vere, they're on 22 in 13th place. And Chapelton Maroons, they're in 12th place on 22 points. So still close going right now with those three teams. I mean, and you could say Mullins as well. So it's still close going right down there in the relegation zone. So we have competition at the top and competition at the bottom in the Jamaica Premier League. So looking for. When we come back from the break, I'll tell you the games on today for the Jamaica Women's Premier League. We're gonna go for a second break right here on Sports Talk. We'll be right back.
The Church of God, Seventh-day, 58 Maxfield Avenue, Kingston 13, presents its youth anniversary celebration and Praise Pulse Gospel Concert, Saturday, March 15, 2025, beginning at 9:30 a.m. Listen live on Love 101 FM at 4:30 p.m. as we will be on location to share this celebration with you. That's the Church of God, Seventh-day, 58 Maxfield Avenue's youth anniversary celebration and Praise Pulse Gospel Concert, beginning at 9:30 a.m. Our anniversary, our legacy, the future. Join the movement. Listen live at 4:30 p.m. right here on Love 101 FM, the family station.
Share in the experience at Fontana Pharmacy. We have a wide variety of items in store just for you. Fill your prescriptions while you shop. And senior citizens enjoy 10% off. Shop household, cosmetics, toys, and many other departments. We also offer curbside pickup and delivery. Visit our website at fontanapharmacy.com. Fontana Pharmacy, where it's all good inside.
Pepsi with pizza or burgers? The battle starts now. Pizza strikes first, but the burger fires back with a right hook. Pull up the bottle. I'll take both and enjoy some pizza and full of spatties. Your flavor, your rules. Pepsi, thirsty for more.
Do you need a copy of your property title? Visit eLand Jamaica to get quick access to land-related information anytime, anywhere in the world. You can also access our free integrated map from the comfort of your home or office without having to visit us. All you need is internet access and your credit card to access eLand Jamaica at nla.gov.jm or call the National Land Agency at 876-750-5263 for more information. eLand Jamaica, your guide to Jamaica's land information anywhere, anytime.
Are you ready?
Get ready to shine a light on the brightest stars in gospel music.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to Center Stage, the ultimate destination for exclusive interviews and inspiring stories from the gospel music industry. From legendary gospel artists to rising stars, from producers to industry experts, we're bringing you the inside scoop on the people who make gospel music happen. Join us on Center Stage as we delve into the hearts and minds of gospel music's finest. Discover their passions, challenges, and triumphs, and get ready to be inspired.
Please welcome.
Join me, Nadine Blair, inside Center Stage with Nigel Wilkinson, Saturday, March 15 at 8 p.m. I wonder what you're going to ask me. It surely will be fun. Don't miss it this Saturday, March 15 at 8 p.m. on the family station, Love 101.
It's about to get real, man.
Center Stage every first and third Saturday evening at 8 o'clock inside the Gospel Music Machine with me, Nigel Wilkinson, on the family station, Love 101.
All right, welcome back to Sports Talk right here on the family station, Love 101 FM. All right, so let's talk about now what's coming up in terms of today. The Jamaica Women's Premier League. I want to tell you the fixtures for today. A game already in progress would be Fraser's Whip versus Los Perfectos. That's the first of the doubleheader today on at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex. That game kicked off at 1:00. The second game in that doubleheader kicks off at 3:30. Arnett Gardens versus Mile Gully FC, and then at Carter Park in Portland, Wi-Fi United will play Springers United. That comes at 3:30. Also at 3:30 at the Alpha Boys home, Cavalier will play UE Women's team, and at Jarrett Park at 3:30, Real Mabay will play Proven Girls. And of course, the results from last week, which would have been match day number 2, Los Perfectos, they were 2-love winners over Wi-Fi United. Springers United and Federal United, they played to a 2-all draw. Cavalier, they defeated Mal Gully 4-1. UE Mona, they defeated Remo Bay 2-love. And Fraser's Whip, who are the defending champions, they defeated Proven Girls 7-1. Just a quick look. I think about just about 2 games. Fraser's Whip, they're at the top of the table, having won 2 from 2 so far. And Proven, they're at the bottom of the table, having drawn 1 game and lost 1 game. So that's what's going on for the Jamaica Women's Premier League. Of course, if you're not able to go to the matches, I do think that you can search Jamaica Women's Premier League in YouTube, and you should be able to see the games, at least the doubleheader games. So I know currently the Fraser's Whip Los Perfectos game is going on, and you will also be able to see that Arnett Gardens game as well. Of course, these games are happening doubleheader happening at the Tony Spalding Sports Complex. In terms of, I wanted to just talk quickly of some of our athletes participating in the NCAA championships going on there in, I don't remember what, I'm gonna say Virginia. Is it Virginia or West Virginia? But yeah, it's going on there. Some of our athletes, Nisha Burgo, Brianna Liston, Shumar Utah, they've all made it to the the finals of this, and this is NCAA Division 1 Indoor Championships. So they've made it to the finals so far. I think there are 3 more, because I think it's 6 athletes, Jamaican athletes in total, who would have made it to the NCAA finals. And, of course, it's good to see our athletes on the indoor circuit. I think the next set of finalists will be decided today. And I think the finals come up next weekend. So, so as I said, it's good to see when our Jamaican athletes are shining on the collegiate circuit. And we'll, of course, keep you posted on that. Very, very, very excited. Brianna Liston, I know she is the defending champion in the women's 60 meters. I mean, her season would have started a little late because she would have ended last season with an injury. Nisha Berger, she would have missed out on the finals last year, the 60-meter hurdles. She's found her way back into that finals, which is very, 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 very good. So, right. So, wishing all them the best that would have qualified for the finals, in the NCAA Division 1. Of course, this is an indoor track. So, for the 60 meters and so, there are 8 lanes, but 200 meter, 400 meters, there are only 6 lanes. So, those who do the 200, 400, it's sharp turns. And talking about that, there's a story unconfirmed, of Jamaica getting an indoor track. I'm hoping to see that. Oh, I must say, big up to the Jamaica polo team. Yes, guys, I did go out and watch a polo match last week. Sunday, very, 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 very entertaining. I do believe the match ended 2-3 all. So it is, listen, polo is very, very, very entertaining. I very entertaining. I loved it. Yes, Caroline. Steph Curry makes history with 4,000 3-pointers. So for all the Steph Chef fans out there, Curry making history again. All right. So we're gonna close the show with the press conference that would have happened yesterday with the Jamaica Football Federation, Coach Steve McLaren talking about the upcoming games against St. Vincent and the Grenadines and the squad announcement. So you can take a listen.
Yeah, good morning, everybody, and welcome. I've got to say this morning I woke up quite buoyed after last night. Great night at the National Stadium. Cavaliers against Inter Miami. And what it was to see the stadium full house. I know we nearly got it against the USA, but to see a full house, that's the goal. I said to everybody, all the staff, everybody I spoke to this morning, that's the goal, to fill the stadium. So it was great to see. What a great game. Spirited, I thought, performance from Cavaliers. And yeah, the most important thing for, I suppose, all the supporters was to see Messi playing. Not many people get and are fortunate to see Messi live, but Jamaica saw that last night, so we appreciate that from him, because he didn't have to come. I spoke to Mascherano before the game, and he said he wanted Messi to come and to play for the Jamaican people, so that's what he did, so we thank them for that. So it was a great night and a great performance by Cavaliers. The squad, we have obviously some injuries within that squad. We have Dishon Bernard, Greg Lee, Mason Holgate, who just pulled out yesterday. He has been playing in pain with his toe, and the club want to operate on that next week. They need him to play Saturday, so he'll have an injection and then an operation to remove a blackened toenail next week. So he's not eligible for us. And as we know, Antonio is recovering remarkably well. I spoke to him a couple of weeks ago. Really positive, really in good form in his rehab. He's on the treadmill, he's running, and he tells me he's going to be ready for the summer. Knowing Mikel, that could happen. So we keep our fingers crossed for that. And also Romario Williams, I spoke to last week and this week, who also has an injury. He's in pre-season. He is playing, awaiting surgery, which he needs, and so not available for this. One person, Damien Lowe, is not available. He's fit, but not available. He has personal issues, which he needs to sort out next week. So he's not available for the first leg, but we've put him on standby for the second leg. So we see the outcome of that one. It's great that we can name 9 local players, and the reason for that, I think, is obviously injuries to come to the squad, but to give them opportunities. The camp we had a few weeks ago, the 2 games against Trinidad, the work for nearly 5 days with them gave me a great insight into the abilities, the characters, and I really enjoyed that camp. Really enjoyed the 2 games, and from that working with them has given me confidence in which I can put them in the squad and know that they will do the job. So that's good. For the camp and the squad, I think we've enough experience in there from, Andre Blake, we have Pinnock, we have Latty, we have Amari Bell, Isaac Hayden, Palmer, Bobby Reed, welcome him back, Leon Bailey, Damari Gray, Shamar, all experienced players. And, we expect them to step up and see us through and get us into the Gold Cup. One other item concerning the staff, Richard Hartis, who was my assistant and goalkeeping coach, has, about a month ago, 6 weeks ago, moved to Besiktas in Turkey with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So he's the goalkeeper coach there. But I got to say, after speaking with him, he wants to still work with Jamaica, and he's volunteered his services to come and help us qualify for the World Cup and the Gold Cup. And so he's coming in the capacity of just goalkeeping coach, which left the assistant role vacant. And I filled that with Paul Simpson, who you might have seen in the last camp for the local players. Paul, we played together. I coached him. He's been my assistant twice at Derby and Newcastle. And what he brings is unbelievable experience of actually winning a World Cup for England, under 20s World Cup in South Korea in 2017. So he knows what it takes to qualify for a World Cup, and he knows what it takes to win a World Cup. So his experience will be invaluable in helping myself, the players, the staff, and the JFF to accomplish our goal. We come up next week in this camp against St. Vincent and Grenadines. What do we know about them? We've watched them for 6 games in Bonaire, Montserrat and El Salvador, twice each. So we've watched 6 games. And this is not going to be an easy game. El Salvador, they beat them at home, and they should have beat them again, but conceded a last-minute goal against. But they had 2 great games against El Salvador, and we know the team has got good attitude. They play with each other regular, so they know each other. They've got a great spirit and great attitude, and players in the front 4 who can hurt you. My first job is to make sure that we don't approach this game complacently, and we'll be certainly showing clips of St. Vincent and Grenadines, the strengths and how they can hurt us. If we're not right in terms of attitude, this can be a very, very difficult game for us. Our goal is really to get the job done, to qualify for the Gold Cup. It's important we do that. Important for various reasons. To do that, keep the ranking high so we get better qualification, better seeding in groups, we hope, coming up. What I want, my final message before I take questions, it's a World Cup year. It's a big year. It's a year in which we've got a great opportunity, an opportunity not achieved since '98 of qualifying for the World Cup. And everybody has to be together. Everybody has to be together. Everybody has to work together. And what I expect is, from the top to the bottom, I expect the JFF to provide us with the tools necessary to make sure that the players and the staff and everybody get the equipment and everything that we need to be able to achieve the goal of the World Cup 26. We expect the players to show commitment, attitude and professionalism, which is the key thing, and make sure that they know this is it's a one-off opportunity to qualify for the World Cup, and the players must have that commitment, attitude, focus, And above all, sacrifice. I think it's a year of sacrifice for Jamaica, for each other, for the supporters. So everybody has to do that. The staff, to show their expertise, we need that to be available and make sure that they're supported. And ultimately, I think I come full circle. I saw a full house, 35,000 in the National Stadium last night. We had 29 against the US. We want a full house again. And we'll only achieve that if we're successful and heading towards the World Cup. So the supporters get behind the teams through thick and thin. There will be ups and downs. There will be disappointments. There will be highs. But make sure that we all stick together from top to bottom.
Coach, I was in St. Louis to watch a Jamaica versus USA game, and there seems to be a significant gulf in quality between the two teams. And as such, from where I sit, it seems we need better players. I also watched the JPL games, some games, 2 matches against Trinidad, and Cavalier recent matches against Inter Miami. Now, it appears, based on what I observed, the quality doesn't reside locally. However, we have a vast pool of eligible players in the diaspora, yet the recruitment process seems more reactive than strategic. As such, what structured approach, if any, is in place to actively scout, track, and engage its players before they commit elsewhere? And what are you doing specifically to source these players?
Yeah, when I took the job, recruitment was probably, apart from the squad players, the players that were already playing, the next most important job was scouring Europe, America, wherever we could, for dual nationals, players who could play for Jamaica. And all we're looking for is to develop and improve the present squad, and to improve the present squad by recruitment. That recruitment process started from day one, with conversations with a host of players, England, Europe, in the USA as well. And that's ongoing. I think we spoke about this a few months ago, about, what it takes to get a passport in Jamaica. And the process is very long. It's very patient wearing. And we have several players now who are very close to achieving the passport that is required for them to play for Jamaica. It's been too slow. The process hasn't been, sometimes we're flying and sometimes we're close and then we're far away. There's a lot of things to get a passport and a lot of documents that the players have to collect, and documents from, you talk about grandparents, so 30, 40 years ago, trying to find birth certificates, etc. In the parishes in Jamaica has been very difficult. But we're on with about 5 or 6, and we're only going to recruit players who can improve the present squad and the present team. So that has always been the goal from day one. That process is ongoing. There are a lot of people, especially in the UK, who are working towards that. A lot of people over here also, Devon Porter and Ian Campbell, through Roy Simpson, are working to get the Europeans nationalised so that they can play. Our goal is to have them available we have 2 friendlies in the UK at the end of May, 2 World Cup qualifiers. Hopefully we get through the next 2 games, the Gold Cup, and then hopefully we have the group stage of the World Cup. So we have a bit of time. We'd like them earlier. It's not been possible, but we're working damn hard to make sure that we better the players, better the squad, better the talent that we've got in there.
I just watched the press conference with Thomas Tuchel, the England press conference, and he was asked a question about the working arrangement he has with the England FA. And the question was more around, can you actually work remotely? And he noted this was only in the inception of the role, that he's been to over 25 games, want to go back to Germany to be with his family. You are currently working remotely. Can you truly be effective in your role working remotely? And do you go out to see potential recruits and go to a number of games to watch them to see if they can add value to your team.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do and will continue to do.
All right, good morning, Coach. Can you hear me? Yes, good morning, Simon, as well. Coach, Louis Baker, he was recently recalled from his loan at Blackburn, and he's been in fine form for Stoke this year. What, if anything, can you tell us about your recruitment for Louis? And is he someone that Jamaican fans can expect to see sometime soon?
I'm not going to discuss individual players that we're looking at and what stage they're at. Lewis is on the list, and another one that the process is very slow. But yeah, it's great to see him playing for Stoke, playing very well. We're in constant contact with him, and the process goes on.
Thank you, Coach.
Good morning, go ahead.
Hey, good afternoon, Coach. So, how much of an influence did the caliber of opponent have on the selection of this squad? And I have another question after that.
We know this is going to be a difficult game. So the squad that we pick is the strongest that is available to us at this present time, what I think. And a squad that is good enough to get the job done. It's with experience, players who have played regular. We welcome back a lot of players who haven't played since October, like Bobby Reid, like Ethan Pinnock. So we're confident that we can get the job done with the squad that we've got, and it's the strongest squad I believe that we could pick.
All right, so we just heard the press conference that happened yesterday for the Jamaica squad to face St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Games coming up on March 21 and 25. All right, and of course, goalkeepers Shaquan Davis, Andre Blake, Jamali Waite. Defenders Richard King, Ethan Pinnock, Kyle Main, Christopher Ainsworth, Dexter Lembekisi, Amari Bell, Joel Latimer and Fitzroy Cummings. Midfielders Isaac Hayden, Jashawn Anglin, Bobby Reid, Sule Makala, Casey Palmer, and Tyreek McGee. And the forwards Leon Bailey, Demarai Gray, Shamar Nicholson, Kahim Dixon, Ronaldo Cephas, and Warner Brown. Also just released by the Jamaica Athletics Association is the team heading to the 2025 World Indoor Championships. For the 60 meter on the female side will be represented by Jodine Williams and Natasha Morrison. On the male side will be Rohan Watson and Nishan Ebanks, and the reserve will be Travis Williams. 60-meter hurdles will be represented by Akira Nugent and Amoy Brown. On the male side will be Jerome Campbell and Demario Prince. In the 400 meters will be represented by Leah Anderson and Joanne Reed. Joanne Reed, I believe, now goes to the University of Arkansas. And the reserve for the 400-meter women will be Genevieve Russell, and the 400-meter male will be represented by Rasheen McDonald. For the 4x4 relay for male, I'm seeing Rasheen McDonald, Jashana Dennis, Demar Francis, Tyrese Roden, and Kemar Farkas enlisted. In the high jump will be represented by Romaine Beckford and Raymond Richards. Long jump, Tajay Gale, Wayne Pinnock. Triple jump, Jordan Scott. Shot put, Ladrika Cameron for the female and Rajinja Campbell for the male. The team manager would be Trevor Campbell. Assistant manager would be Craig Richards. Technical director is Maurice Wilson. The coach would be Paul Francis and Kerry Lee Ricketts. The team doctors, Dr. Warren Blake. Massage therapist, Damian Rowe, Oral Thompson, and Troy Evans. So yeah, that's the team for the 2025 World Indoor Championship, which will come up next week in Nanjing, China. That indoor championship runs from March 21 to March 23. All right. So, of course, we wish our team all the best as they participate in the World Indoor Championship. So that will start next week, Friday. Right. That's all the time we have left right here on Sports Talk for this week. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed the show. Of course, we do this every Saturday between the hours of 1 to 2 p.m. right here on the family station, Love 101 FM. This has been Sports Talk. Remember to download our app in the App Store and the Google Play Store. You can listen to our shows as a podcast as you go along. Until next week, this has been Sports Talk. Have a great rest of the afternoon.